So what's up, people? Today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 cooking mistakes that people make in daily life. The first mistake, adding noodle to a bland broth. And this is pretty self-evident. You add anything to a bland broth, it's going to come out bland. You add noodle to a bland broth, when it comes out, it's not going to have any flavor. And no matter what kind of sauce you put later on, it's really hard for the noodle to absorb all that flavor once it has already absorbed all that mixture from the water. Number 2, adding crushed garlic or chili after veggies and meat. This is a mistake because this is simply not going to work. The reason why we crush the garlic and chili that fine is for it to release all that fragrance and flavor. And if you're adding that stuff after your veggie, by the time the veggie is cooked, the pan is already too cold. Then you add in the garlic or chili, it's not going to release any flavor. It's not going to do its job. So always add crushed garlic and chili before you put in the veggies or meat. Number 3, not tasting your food. And I've seen a lot of people making that mistake. I don't know if they're just overconfident or what. But even the top chefs in the world, they have to taste their food as they go. The reason why they have to do that is to adjust the seasoning. Because even the top chef in the world can't make sure that they put in the exact amount of seasoning every time. So if the dish comes out too salty, they just add some sugar or vinegar. If the dish comes out too bland, they just add some more salt. At that time, there's room for adjustment. But if you don't taste your food, you wait until the food comes out. By the time the food comes out, it's already too late. The dish is already ruined. Number 4, adding soy sauce to the marinade. And I learned this the hard way, but the short answer is no. Do not marinate your food in any dark sauce, including soy sauce and Chinese vinegar. The reason why you shouldn't do that is that if you marinate the meat in the dark sauce, by the time it goes in the pan, everything's gonna burn because that soy sauce mixture burns very fast. So the correct way to do it is to marinate everything in the light color sauce first, and then then you make a mixture of soy sauce and vinegar, all that dark sauce. By the time you finish stir fry, you put that dark sauce in. That way, the soy sauce and vinegar is only gonna boil for like 1 or 2 minutes, or until the flavor comes in. That way, everything is not gonna burn, because by the time you finish the stir fry, the temperature of the pan already drops. So next time, always remember to add soy sauce after you finish the stir fry. Number 5, cooking in the cold pan. And this is the biggest cooking mistake I've ever seen, because the problem with that is that if you put anything in the cold pan, it's just not going to cook, or it's not going to cook properly. For example, you put a steak in the cold pan, it's gonna take a long time for the oil to reach its boiling point. At that stage, you're basically just boiling everything in the cold oil, or boiling everything in oil. And by the time the steak reaches the desired doneness, or by the time the steak is edible, it's already overcooked. You're gonna end up with a tough steak. So a lot of time we even have to check that the oil is smoking before we put anything in. So always remember to cook in the hot pan. That concludes my list of the five of the biggest mistake, or top 5 mistake that people make when they're cooking. Let me know in the comment if any of your friends are making those mistakes, or if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and and give me a like. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.